Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu, you guys. A warm welcome and a very good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining in the session, guys. And this session is definitely I know we have rescheduled it because there was a technical glitch in the morning session. Not a problem. I hope you guys have rejoined us, and I guess people are joining us, so no problem. You guys can keep on joining, and we will be beginning with the session for today, guys. And I hope that the word list that we give you every single day, you guys are making best of its use, revising the words, their synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences that are being shared with you guys, right? Definitely. Guys, let's begin with the session for today. And the article, as you see, it heads as ending the deadlock. Now, the writer, maybe it's a suggestion or is trying to express that the government is trying to end a particular deadlock. Now, what is a deadlock? It is a noun subject. Guys, any query or any doubt when I'm explaining any of the part, if you have doubts, you can write it to me in the chat box. I am there going through all your doubts and things. If you have anything to ask, you're free to ask, and I'll be definitely answering all your queries. Alright, until now none of you have any query. Let's begin. So deadlock is a noun. It means a situation or a condition wherein a person feels confinement. Why confinement? Because there is a sort of restrictions. आप खुद को बंधा हुआ पाते हो. You see that you are in a situation wherein nothing can happen. You cannot move ahead, you cannot move back. There's a deadlock. For example, India and China, we saw the border clash, right? Recently we have experienced that. So it was a deadlock, and we have done many articles, and in that article as well we had discussed this word deadlock. जो मैंने आपसे कहा था, ऐसी स्थिति जहाँ पर कि कुछ भी संभव नहीं है, like a situation wherein you get stuck at a point. Okay, so there also neither India was agreeing nor China, so there was a deadlock. Nothing could be done ahead. कुछ भी आगे prosper नहीं हो रहा है. It is not functioning ahead. Things are there जहाँ पर है वहाँ पर हम we get stuck. So ending the deadlock. Now deadlock किस चीज़ों पर है? On farmers, as the protest is still going on, reforms that the government has been releasing and announcing, and stakeholders, people who invest their time, जिनका risk invested होता है, जिनका money invested होता है, time invested होता है, so they are stakeholders. Okay, they have their interest vested in something. Like if I invest my money in share market, then I am one of the stakeholders. Okay, that way things work. So we are the writer here is trying to tell us that there we need to end the deadlock. All right, I hope this is definitely clear to all of us that when we are talking about a deadlock. Yes, Rahul, yes, definitely not a problem. Rahul is there, Ruhi has joined us, Deepak is also there, Winnie is there. Hello, Winnie. All right, guys, so this is what I'm talking about deadlock until now. All right, let's go ahead. Be with me, guys. Hello, Simi, welcome. Okay. The writer adds, reforms, however necessary, cannot be done without consultations with all stakeholders. See, without consultation, any of the reforms that come or that are made effective, they cannot be done without taking into consideration the stakeholders. Stakeholders are the ones jinka risk, those who have vested their interest in something. So that moment, if we are not consulting people related to that point or topic, just say we are taking example of farmers again. If the farmers say, or the heads, they tell us that when this reform was released for the farms and farmers, then they were not being asked, there were no discussion prior to this. So in such a case, if there is no consultation with the people for whom it has been done, then it is not necessary. It cannot be done. It cannot be done, चाहे कितना भी ज़रूरी वो हो. Farmers protesting against 3 agricultural reform laws and on related issues have reached a partial agreement with the centre on Wednesday. So there is a partial agreement that has been sealed but the main points of contention remain unsolved. Guys, what is contention? Acha, contention, is it noun? Sorry, is it noun or is it an adjective? Who is going to tell me what is contention as part of speech, noun or adjective? Guys, part of speech का भी question आ रहा है, चाहे IB का exam ले लो आप, even CDS, they ask you questions based on parts of speeches as well, UPSC even that. So guys, quickly tell me, contention, is it noun, subject or an adjective? Who is going to tell me? Rahul, Ruhi, Deepak, Winnie, Simi, all of you guys are there. Tell me. Who is going to give me with the part of speech for contention? If I tell you contention, it means, you know, a fight, a quarrel. So the fight or the, you know, the struggle or the intention with which, the aggressive intention with the farmers came with is not yet resolved. It remains unresolved. It remains unresolved. That is what it's trying to tell. So, okay, nobody is answering. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I guess you guys are confused. Contention is noun, guys. So, I should give you one thing, that any word that ends on ION, any word, whether it is like, for example, if I say agitation, if you can see here as well, agitation, if I say satisfaction, if I say this, if I say animation, all of these are noun subjects. So, any word that ends on ION, it is a noun subject. So this means a fight. एक तरीके का जो झगड़ा जो होता है, या जो उनका जो intention था अभी तक की वो बात पे, वो खत्म नहीं हुआ. The government has agreed to not penalize farmers for stubble burning and to safeguard power subsidies. So stubble burning के लिए उनको government has decided they are going to just relieve them. They're not going to punish them for that. And they've also decided to safeguard, to protect the power subsidies for the farmers. Okay, so they have agreed on this. Stubble burning, we all know it creates a lot of pollution. Abhi recently, Delhi or NCR, it has it has borne the entire, bore the effect or the impact of this thing. So until now, the government has decided that people are not going to penalize them, or they are not going to charge any sort of fine, or they have to pay something like that. Farmers have decided to continue the agitation. Agitation is the aggressive protest or aggressive expression, okay? जो वो express कर रहे हैं, उनका जो नाराज़गी है या जो गुस्सा है, वो उस चीज़ को दर्शाना ख़त्म नहीं करेंगे. They are going to continue with that until 3 laws are repealed. What is repeal, guys? Repeal is a verb, okay, which means to end or to cancel. Who is going to give me another word for repeal, guys? Who is going to give me? Okay, Simi, quickly tell me another word for repeal. Simi, if I ask you, I want some word for repeal, what is another word? As I said, end or cancel, किसी चीज़ को रद्द करना. किसी चीज़ को रद्द करना, that is repeal. So what could be another word apart from end or cancel? That is what I have told you already. Okay. So quickly give me, guys. Quickly tell me another word for repeal. Who is going to tell me? Guys, I am there on your chat. Quickly. Yeah. Anyone like Deepak, Vinny, Rahul, anyone who knows another word for repeal, you guys can quickly let me know, or else I'm going to tell you. Okay, let me help you out. It is annul. Okay, you can say ANNUL, annul, or you can also use abrogate. They mean to cancel something, to take it back, and not to to move ahead with, not to continue it, but to put it to an end or suppress it completely. So the farmers want the 3 laws should be completely, abrogated or annulled. They don't want them to continue. They want them to be repealed. And the demand for a legal guarantee for MSPs for farm produce is met. Yes, Ruhi, exactly. So I hope you've got the synonyms also for repeal. So they want complete, end to completely put an end to all these reforms that they're not satisfied with. Let's go ahead. Further, the writer also adds, farmer leaders will meet with central ministers again on January 4. So there's another meeting scheduled. Flexibility by farmers and a reconciliatory approach. Reconciliatory is an adjective which means the manner of reconciliation, or you can say negotiation. Reconciliation or negotiation. So they are trying to put it forward. वो एक कहते हैं ना, एक जो समझौता करने की कोशिश उनके साथ कर रहे हैं, but they're trying for that. There's an approach, reconciliatory approach, that the government and farmers can sit together and they can have a negotiation about it. It has led to the partial agreement. Until now, there's a partial agreement. The farmers have agreed to a few points of government. But the core concerns regarding the laws and MSP are not amenable to easy resolution. Amenable is an adjective which means it is not friendly to easy resolution. They are not, easy, friendly in the sense you can say they're not easy going. They're not accepting. उस चीज़ को मानने आसानी से नहीं दे रहे हैं वो. They are not easily giving it up. They're not friendly, or they're not friendly accepting things. So ये कोई easy resolution नहीं है, because the core concerns जो हैं, they have to be addressed. Alright. So see, if your take, even people have different takes, as I see people are having their own takes. हम कल भी discuss कर रहे थे articles, so people were having their own takes about Kashmir and about entertainment buzz, political buzz. So everyone has his or her own interpretation of a particular situation, right? The government has continued to propagate the laws. What is propagate? It is a verb which means to spread. Rishu, give me a Hindi word for propagate. Rishu, quickly tell me. Yes, Rishu. Amenable is friendly. Yes, definitely. So, Rishu, Hindi for what to propagate means. This here, if I talk of propagate, to spread, that means. What does that mean? Reconciliatory related to concile. Yes, reconcile or concile, like bringing things back to normal. उनको फिर से check करना whether they are appropriate. So bringing back to, basically it's a kind of, we are sitting for negotiation. So समझौता करने की कोशिश हम कर रहे हैं. Reconcile. Yes, Rishu, that's correct. Alright. So as I said, propagate, to spread. So propagate को हिंदी में हम कह सकते हैं फैलाना, spread करना, right? So the government has continued to propagate the laws. The Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act, Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Act, and the Essential Commodities Amendment Act as measures that will enhance agricultural income. So these are the acts, or these are the laws that the government is trying to propagate, is trying to spread. These are things that government has come up, and government is trying to spread it at a large scale. The center is so sure of the promise of these reforms that it did not even attempt to build a political consensus. Political consensus. Consensus is noun, that means agreement. They say that government didn't even care. The government didn't even care to take, सहमति जो होता है ना, एक तरीके से agreement of people involved in it, people for whom this thing has been done. So government didn't even care to build a political consensus around them beforehand. So this was not done, which was a major drawback. Subsidized power and lopsided incentive. Lopsided, it is an adjective, guys. Lopsided. It is an adjective which means one-sided. Partial. Partial. That is, आप हिंदी में कहते हो एक तरफा. So जो decision था वो एक तरफा है. So the incentives that have been given, structures, they are lopsided, have built cropping patterns that are no longer sustainable. So cropping patterns भी farmers agree नहीं करते हैं इस pattern के साथ. So the point of farmers was that if you're bringing certain law or certain rule and regulation for us, which we ourselves are denying, so why are you forcing or imposing them on us? Let it be free. Let us be free. We don't want it. Take it back. So why is government not repealing the laws? So it shows that the government is some or the other way being stubborn. It is adamant about not changing or turning its own ways and mending its ways. It is just meddling in with other affairs as well. So this is bringing a negative effect or negative impact, on the image as well. Large sections of farmers, meanwhile, continue to languish in debt and fear. Farmers' concerns are not uniform across India. So they say that whether they're big farmers, small farmers, sabka concern is different. Everyone has his own concerns, and even large section of farmers, major portion, the farmers जो हैं, they are languish in debt and fear. That means they are lying in, okay? They are lying in, वो उस चीज में फंसे हुए हैं, in debt and fear. कर्जे में और डर से they are completely full. They're loaded, they are burdened with debt and fear. Yes, Ruhi, that is extend karna या expand karna, that's correct. Okay. That was spread. जब मैं बात कर रही थी हम बात कर रहे थे propagate की. That's correct, Ruhi. Okay. Any other doubt that you guys have until now? No. Yeah, Ruhi, that's correct. Your answer is correct. Extend karna या expand karna was for propagate. Appropriate. Alright. So this is the entire thing abhi tak ki what writer wishes to tell us. Further, the writer says the ongoing agitation. Ongoing is an adjective because agitation ko qualify kar raha, it means continuous. हिंदी में कहते हैं ना निरंतर. So जो continuous agitation या जो प्रदर्शन चल रहा है is being spearheaded. Spearhead is a verb which means being led. कहते हैं ना उसको लेकर चलना या किसी चीज का पहल करना. So ये किसने इसको spearhead किया है, किसने lead किया है? Farmers from Punjab and Haryana who have been big beneficiaries of government procurement. The current agitation, its apparent energy and resolve notwithstanding, is geographically and programmatically illimited. They say कि the farmers of Punjab and Haryana who are the huge beneficiaries of the government procurement जो अभी होता है, they have spearheaded. उन्होंने इस बात का पहल किया है because they want the good or they want the best for their community, for the farmers, right? They know that the current agitation with its energy, the sort of energy it has, abhi tak there's nothing that has been resolved until now. There's no resolve withstanding here. And also that the protest that or the agitation is geographically, in terms of the area, it is limited. They are bound, right? Yes, Rahul and Winnie. Okay, alright. Okay. It now faces the risk of losing steam or spinning out of control. It says that now probably they might get more and more aggressive. They might lose their steam. That means they might lose their calm or aggressive ho jayenge, and they might go out of control. Things might go out of control. More its intensity, it can increase to a greater extent now. At least some groups that are part of the agitation currently might favor more flexibility. The government is reluctant to agree. See, government is reluctant, that means government is hesitant. Abhi bhi government हिचकिचा रही है. हिचकिचाना. अभी भी गवर्नमेंट जो है वो reluctant है to agree to a legal guarantee of MSP because the demand is unrelated to the laws. The demand is not at all related to the laws, and they say that because of this we are not going to change it. The laws, they are still adamant that there will be no modification in the laws, and they won't completely end them or cancel them as well. Rui says everything is clear, ma'am. Great, Rui. Great. Then it's fine. The government is also hoping to tire out the agitators. They're trying to completely like pull them out and like to speak to them maybe, or to punish them. The government is also trying. Finding a way out will be better for both sides. Though a completely satisfactory resolution of all issues raised by the farmers is not possible immediately, the government must reassure them that honest efforts will continue to address them even if the protests are formally ended for now. Now, you guys know the promise from government or any political party is thought to be, or it is seen that it is like slightly fulfilled, right? So promises made by the government have not been met like to the best of its part, or to the best of its fit. So here, if you see, things might get a bit of chaotic. Let's see to what extent will this farmers will agree to it, that they can end the protest for now, and government assuring them that there will be efforts made to help them out with this. Reforms are necessary to ensure that India has a productive, sustainable and remunerative agricultural sector. So they say that reforms are needed. The writer says we need reforms, we need to change laws to make our agriculture sector productive, make it sustainable, make it stable and remunerative, that is more profitable for the farmers. In that case, we definitely need reforms, but reforms should be such that even farmers or the ones for whom we are doing it, they also agree to it, and they know or they can relate or understand the benefit that they would derive from it. All right. Yes, I hope until now these things are clear to all of you guys. Yes, we see okay everywhere. Okay, moving ahead. While all stakeholders appear to agree on this principle, they diverge on questions of detail. Now, all the stakeholders, some or the other way, they agree that, okay, fine, we can formally end the protest, and probably things will be better, and if government is promising, then something would definitely be done. But they diverge, that means they disconnect. कहाँ पर disconnect हो जाता है? Where they do not agree, that is disagree. They disagree wherein it comes to the question of detail, that to what extent will their things will be taken into consideration, will people agree to it or not, or to what extent they're going to have all of that charge. Okay, Rahul, all right. The report of the National Commission on Farmers, chaired by Professor M.S. Swaminathan and other government committees, have suggested solutions. They have been like people who are giving solutions, like how things can be brought to normal, how can farmers be given their own satisfaction, and how things can be resumed to normal. So Professor M.S. Swaminathan is one such person. This center must engage with the farmers, political parties and states on the economic and environmental issues at stake. That is the best route to effective reforms. So what the writer has suggested, that center, that is the government, should come together with farmers, state governments and political parties, sit together and try to resolve it, come with a solution that can work best, that would be the best possible route, for the effective reforms to brought into practice. So this is the entire article and the suggestion also at the end given by the writer. So I hope the article is understood by all of us right here. Yes. Rishu, Ruhi, Vinny, Rahul, Deepak, Simi, everyone is right here. I hope the article is completely understood by all of you. Now, as I say, alright, okay. As I see the top 5 words for the day, I'm going to give you guys, okay. Now, top 5 words, you guys quickly let me know. I've given you deadlock, contention, reconciliatory, amenable and lopsided. These are the words that you guys can also use in your daily conversation so that you can keep them intact in your brains. The list that we share with you, the word list that we share, these words are there as well. The synonyms, antonyms are there, example sentences are there. Do not forget to get that list as well. The link is there in the description below, so you guys can get it from there. Okay, yes, Rohi, all right. So you guys can get, so quickly give me the meaning of these words. The meaning that you guys remember, words that you guys remember we have just done. Yes, guys. I'm waiting for your response. Anyone who can give me meaning for these words that we have discussed today. Deadlock, contention, reconciliatory, amenable, lopsided. Yes. Rishu had already told us about reconciliatory. उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा एक point बोला था that we can relate it to reconcile. Definitely वहीं से आया है. This is verb. और reconciliatory जो है वो adjective है. So some or the other way it is same in meaning but part of speech is different. So it comes. Otherwise meaning is same. That means to reconcile, to keep a check. Okay, to try to bring things to normal by creating negotiation, you know. So that is what we're talking about. So that could be reconciliatory. Okay. Okay, I'll help you guys with the meanings, and by the time you can also keep on answering. I'm having a look here at the chat as well. Deadlock, guys, is a noun. It is a situation wherein we get stuck, a condition where we cannot move ahead. हम एक जगह पर अटक चुके हैं, फंस चुके हैं. Okay, like traffic jam. Okay, so that is a deadlock. It is a condition or situation wherein amid a situation you get stuck somewhere. That's a deadlock. You are not unable to move ahead. You are not unable to proceed with things. Contention, as I said, that it is agitation. एक तरीके का गुस्सा express करने का जो एक way होता है expression का, that is contention, guys. आई होप ये सब चीज़ें समझ आ रही हैं, इसलिए मैं एक बार हिंदी में भी आपको बता देती हूँ. राइट रिशु, यस, दैट इज डेडलॉक इज अटक जाना. दैट्स करेक्ट. टू गेट स्टक समवेयर, टू बी देयर, राइट देयर. दैट्स करेक्ट. या विनी, ओके विनी. Amenable, who's going to give me for amenable, guys? Amenable and lopsided. Quickly, ये दो words रह गए हमारे पास आज के लिए, amenable and lopsided. Anyone who wishes to answer for amenable or lopsided, you can let me know. Okay, I'm waiting. If I see amenable, shall I give it to you guys? Shall I tell you? Though we have done it today, you should remember it. You should be knowing it because we've done it today only. Thank you so much for daily vocabulary. Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome, Vinny. You're welcome. And thank you for joining in the session every single day. That is also a great deal for us. Okay, so amenable, guys, it is friendly. Okay, it's an adjective. It is friendly. Amenable is बदलाव हो सकता है. No, Rahul. Amenable is to be friendly. ये synonym होता है amicable का. Okay, जिसको हम कहते हैं आसानी से कोई काम हो जाता है या एक friendly तरीके से कोई काम हो जाता है. That way. Okay. Lopsided, guys, it is one-sided, जिसको हम partial कहते हैं. एक तरफा जो चीज़ होती है. It is biased or partial. Okay, that is lopsided. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं एक तरफा जो चीज़ है. That is lopsided. Yes, Rishu, lopsided can be irregular, uneven. That can be lopsided. That's correct, Rishu. Your answer is also correct, Rishu. Okay. Alright, so these were the words, guys, that I wish to tell you today, and this was the entire article. I will be seeing you guys soon in the next session. Yes, Simi, partial. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Correct. So I hope we've done all the words, and the list, you guys can quickly go to the list also once the session ends, and I will definitely join you in the next session, guys. Keep learning and growing, and thank you for joining in the session, guys. I hope you are done with it. Any doubts, guys? If you guys have any doubt, you can just let me know, guys. I'm right here. Gao. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. So I'm putting the session to an end, guys, for today. Thank you so much.